couple of days. What was just the evaluation from Saturday's game?
I think as a team and as a group, we need to be better. I think offensive line wise, we showed flashes, but then again, we need to be way better in the moment. And we need to be able to execute at a high level, and the standard at Oklahoma is, and that starts with me. It starts with all five of us up front. And it starts with everybody in that room. We need to be at our best and be able to execute at a high level.
Is it a teamwork thing or is it individual? What's the biggest problem?
I think it's a group thing. We show flashes here and there, but we need to be as a group together through everything this season, game to game. We need to have a 1-0 mentality every single week. We need to come out with that same mindset. How you play offensive line at the University of Oklahoma, and it's a group thing. It's never an individual at this position. You have to fire on all cylinders as a group, and as a team and as a unit especially.
How are you coming along just in terms of calls, things like that? Are the comfort level in doing all of that? I know that we talked to you during the spring. You said you just needed reps, needed to get it done. How do you feel like that's coming along?
I think I'm far more comfortable. You look at it from 6 months from now, I'm far more comfortable with calls and, being able to get my first start out there last weekend was great, having that experience and, that feel to it. I felt like, offensively with the scheme I was fine. Being able to play, in the moment at that level helped me out a lot, and I've come a long way, so I'm glad to see that.
Specifically with the run game, what's going on with it right now? Why is it so bad?
It's just again a whole group thing. We need to be better. We need to keep our head down and keep working. It starts with film. It starts with weights. It starts with everything else. Go to our basics, man. Fix what we can fix, and get after it every single week.
What's the vibe of the team right now? Is there any panic that you guys can get this fixed offensively?
We're just going to keep working, man. You can't sit here and, say this happened. The sport, it's week by week, man. You got to take every week the same way. And we're going to, come together, fix what we need to fix and get after it and get it done.
What happened at the end of the game, the
penalty? I need to be way better in that moment. I have dealt with it with my team. I've apologize to the team, and my number one thing is to make sure I gain the respect of my teammates back, and that's something that I'm still down about. It's something that I cannot do in that moment. It just emotions got to me. That stuff will never happen again. I've apologized to the team. I've apologized to the coaches, and I made it clear I'll do anything I can to fix that mistake and move on.
What is it about this offensive line that gives you confidence that y'all can be that group that you talk about?
I mean, we're tight. We're a group that we all hang out together. We love each other. We've gone through these summer workouts with Schmitty. We've done all the winter stuff with Schmitty. Like, we've bled, we've sweat. We bleed together, and that's something that over the last couple of years we've struggled with. And I think this year this group is tight, but it comes to getting on the field and being able to execute at a high level. So
How do you deal? Unfortunately, offensive linemen don't only get noticed when they struggle, penalties, things of that nature. How do you deal with that?
You just gotta, if you make a mistake, man, it's the next play. And, that's something I need to focus on now is, I made that mistake. That last snap was terrible. Can't happen again. It's really unexcusable. I have no excuse for my actions on the field.
Well, I was talking about just the play of the offensive line, the struggles that you guys are going through that
you got to tone it out, man. You got to, put your head down and keep working. That's all I know how to do. All I know how to do is to attack every single week with the same mentality and the same intensity, and that's how you fix stuff in this game. And I'll do that every single week. The group is going to do that every single week, and it starts with me. And it starts with the offensive line and the five guys up front. We need to be physical, nasty, and violent. And that is something, that we come at every single week, and that's what we have to do.
How challenging is it for the offense to find a rhythm when you've got so many moving pieces, including on the offensive line? I mean, Jackson's had to take snaps from 3 different centers through 2 games already.
I think it could not be. Rotating centers, we've obviously dealt with our problems, in the offseason with people moving around and new guys coming in. But, we got to be – it doesn't matter, we got to be all on the same page. It doesn't matter who's in there at center. We got to be all on the same page and, at the same level. And we got to have one brain, one mind. You know, if we do that, we're gonna be just fine.
How did you feel it went with Jackson on Saturday?
I think it's great. Me and Jackson, I've known Jackson forever, you know, and I think our connection, you know, we're always on the same page. I think, you know, protection-wise, schematically, you know, we're all on the same page. You know, he sat down with me and we've gone over stuff, and he's a guy that you wanna put your body out there for. You know, you sacrifice your body, and that's what we do on the offense. Jackson's a guy that we want to protect, you know, and so. And we just need to be better. And Jackson does a great job, and he makes it easy for us. You know, wanting to block for him. He's a great quarterback and a great guy.
Last week, Garen talked about needing to be way more physical. What's kind of been the missing piece for you guys there through 2 games, just on the physicality front?
You know, physicality, and it just comes with a mindset. You know, and I think being physical, it starts with your mindset every week. You show up Monday just like today. You know, we're doing our mental Monday, and we're coming out and still being physical. Tuesday, physical. Wednesday, physical. Like every single day, you got to bring that physicality, and that's something that I've always had instilled in me. When you're not the biggest guy out there, you gotta make up for it. And try to make up for it somehow. And Garen was absolutely right last week. I think we got better this week, and if we just continue to get better, man, we're gonna be in good shape. So
going into this weekend, maybe what's the balance between having a sense of urgency, wanting to improve things, while also not maybe forcing it or getting outside your comfort zone?
You just always have a sense of urgency to go out and get better, and keep working, put our head down, and if we do that, man, I just keep saying it, we'll be good, we'll be right where we need to be, and I think if we do that, we'll like what we see this week and come to go. But we just need to get better, and I think that's every group and every position, and that's every team in the country. You play 2 weeks, you play week 1, you play week 2. You need to get better. That's how it is, and that's how football is.
Is this thing closer than maybe people realize? Do you guys feel like that? That the offense just as a whole is closer to turning the corner than everybody else thinks?
I mean, I just think from my standpoint and where I was, 6 months ago, is just getting better every single week. And if I can do that and continue to do that throughout the season, by the end of the year, I'm going to be right where we need to be. And if that comes next week as a group, if it comes in 2 days, I think, you never really know when that is. And I think, the main thing is right now we need to do better in practice. We need to execute at a higher level, and that starts in practice. If we can do it in practice, we'll be able to do it on Saturdays.